This is the first podcast for Bad Wolf Girl Sits and Knits, and I am super nervous. Gonna go through it anyway. My name is Meg, and this is a podcast about knitting and fiber arts and my generally crafty and artsy lifestyle. I am Knit Monster 1217 on Ravelry, and my Gmail is also knitmonster1217. So if you would like to send me an email, you can reach me through there. My notes are over here, so I'll be kind of glancing. I would like to thank my mom. Hi Mom, who promised that she would watch me. And I would like to thank Molly, who is Grace and Art on Instagram, who has been so supportive of me wanting to start this and has just told me to go for it. So that was really, really sweet. I want to thank my fiance, Patrick, for being supportive. And I don't know if he'd watch a knitting podcast, but he might for me. And my friend Trina, who also said, like, yeah, you could do that. So I want to thank them all for that. Today is August 15th, and the lighting is horrible because I have waited to podcast until 7:25 at night. So it's a bit dark and dim in here, and the lighting is probably only going to get worse, so I am so sorry for that. I do have a fan going on in the background, so I hope that's not too bad. And it is hot. It is in the middle of a heat wave. It's absolutely disgusting, and you just don't want to be outside for anything more than a minute. It's awful. So yeah, thank God for air conditioning that we can keep knitting. I am drinking coffee today, and it has cream and Splenda, and it is from the Turning Point. I had a brunch there with my mom and my soon-to-be mother-in-law, Mrs. Reagan. Hi, Mrs. Reagan. And we had a really, really nice brunch, and that was fun. I got my ring back from the jewelers, and we did some things for the bridal. I'm getting married in October, and I'm really excited. But it's been like a lot of planning that I just had to do all at once, and so we're getting some things checked off the list, and that was exciting. So I got my ring back, guys. Look, it's here. Hold on, get my face out of there, right? That's how podcasters do it. Anyway, so I got that back, and I was really excited to have it back in my hand. See, babe, I got it. So it was good. So speaking of babe. Mel, Trip, miss you. So speaking of Babe, he is actually in Rockville right now in Maryland, and he has moved there for a new job to use his PhD at Walter Reed Medical Center, and I'm super proud of him. He's super great at what he does, and he's loving it. But I have to relocate from Philly to Maryland. So this podcast is going to be going on the road in about a week. That's nuts. That's absolutely nuts. I start my new teaching job. I am going to be teaching art down there in Rockville, so I'm really excited. And I love the peanuts. I love pre-K through 8th grade, and I love what I do. So kind of going from that, I teach knitting to the kids. My Rockvillians don't know that I'm teaching them yet, but we're going to be starting that. So let's get on to what's on my needles. I have a ton to show you since it's my first podcast, and I have absolutely no one to check how long I've been working on these, though I would tell my friends, I'm sure. So we can start with perhaps the oldest. I've got everything down in front of me, so that's why I'm looking down here. So perhaps the oldest, we'll start with you. So this is in my Nomadic Yarns Harry Potter bag, which I adore. It's this little sock cube, and inside it has yellow. There's yellow fabric. I just love it so much. And it's like the perfect size to hook on your arm and stuff like that. So inside my Harry Potter bag, clearly you have to carry Harry Potter yarn. So this is my paste yarn of Gryffindor, the Brave colorway, and it's self-striping, which I love. It's fingering weight, but there's a lot of wool in it, so it is kind of scratchy. Like it's not too bad, but you probably wouldn't do a whole scarf just to like hug it. Like it's a little scratchy. So what I am doing is I am making Gryffindor mitts, and these are Can I Poke My Screen With That mitts. KT from Inside Number 23. I have been binge watching all of your podcasts. I'm obsessed. I love you. I think we'll be best friends in real life. She likes to name her projects, and I feel like I do that too. So this is my Can I Touch That Screen With This. So these are the top of the mitts right now, and they let's see if I can do this right. I put them on opposite, like you have to wear them like this, and you're wondering why. You're like, Meg, you can just put them on the right hands. Well, no, I can't, and I'll tell you why. Because this is my Can I Touch the Screen. I made a little hole. Okay, you see that? And that is for popping my finger out so I can like do quick things on the phone, or actually, like I was thinking, can I knit with these? Like if I can get my thumb and my index finger out, like I could keep knitting. I should try that. So these are going. They're down. Put my hand like that. They're down probably about here. And it's not too bad, and I can kind of just move. I can bend my finger out and I can bend it back, so that's pretty good. So these are a self-written pattern that I'm working on. I don't know how they're gonna turn out. I'm hoping that they're okay. But they're really cute, and I think since they're wool, they'll be really warm. I debated doing double knitting with them, and doing that 2 at a time on needles just seemed like a nightmare I didn't want to deal with right away, especially since I have no pattern and I don't know what I'm doing, like, fully with them yet. So they have been living in my Nomadic Yarns Harry Potter bag, which I love. I saw it and I was like, oh my god, I need it. I need it so bad. This was also when I discovered she had all those Harry Potter sock yarns that self-stripe, and I was like, I need them all. So, ooh, I forgot that box downstairs. I will have to bring that up for a later segment. So that was one. And let's move on to you. Okay, so I saw on Instagram a, I don't know if I'm saying this right, I'm gonna call it a tishilp sweater. It had this gorgeous like neckline that kind of drapes the way my top does, but it comes up a little bit higher. And I got it in my favorite color. My favorite color, teal. And this is my top so far, and I just really, really love how it's coming out. It is super basic. I'm using raglan increases and just kind of like that little make one where you pick up the stitch and you put it on the needle and you knit through that. That's kind of how I'm doing it with that. And I have a regular just rolled edge for the back. I tried to do a knit one, purl one for the front, and you can kind of see it there. I'll hide. And it is still curling. So I hope that blocking is going to take care of that, or maybe I could put like some ribbon or something in there. I don't know. If you have any ideas, you could go in the comments below and let me know. Maybe blocking does that. This is Knit Picks, and it is their Preciosa tonal in crest, and I got it online, and it is wool. And fun story about this, I ran out of yarn, so you can see that I have used up, there's no ball attached, I've used up all my yarn. So I go and I order more yarn. I get real excited. I get home and I get this ball in the mail, and it's beautiful, and I get really excited, and oh wait, I'm reading through my book and I read fingering tonal, and I'm like, okay, that sounds right. And then I read this one, and it says precocious tonal. And I'm like, that doesn't say the same thing, does it? In my haste and excitement to order a new ball of yarn, I have ordered the wrong weight. I have worsted weight yarn for a fingering weight sweater. Oops. So what I'm going to do is, this is going to be a shawl. I don't know what one yet, probably garter stitch because I'm so new to shawls, but the Hey Sister podcast, I'm so obsessed with you. I check every day to see if you've reposted something to watch, and when I just have free time in the afternoons after school, I'll just turn on one of the 5 videos that you've already posted and just look at the Palmia shawl again and drool over it. I have a Crayola yarn that is perfect for it from, I think it's Happy Feet. It's gorgeous. It's like the same color, and I want your yarn so bad. Like I want that shawl so bad. So I bought the pattern because you made it and I want it. So I'm gonna do a little, what do they call it? Copycat? Is that what the podcasters say? I don't know. So yes, that was my oopsie. But now it's gonna have a new life, which is not so bad. So yes, a little top, and my stitch marker is one that I got from, I want to say Michael's, but I added the owl myself because I thought it should be a little more special. Alright, so there's that one. Okay, and from there, let's go into spinning. So, my friend Molly lives in Jersey, and in Jersey there is a yarn store, sorry for the crinkling, there's a yarn store called Hooked, and it is so cute, and the girl at the desk, I'm blanking on her name and I'll have to look it up, she was so nice to me. She helped me find this gorgeous ball of yarn from Shalimere Yarns, and I'll talk about that in a minute because that's another project, but she was so sweet and so nice, and we talked a little bit, and she helped me look things up on Ravelry to find out how much I would need, and long story short, it's an adorable yarn shop, so if you live anywhere near Haddonfield, New Jersey, you should go because Hooked is amazing. They're so sweet. So the last time I was in there, it was like a first Friday, last Friday, summer Friday night, and it was really, really cute, and Molly and I are walking around, and I just, like, I walk over to the roving, and I'm like, oh my god, it's so pretty, I want to do it so bad, but I don't know how to spin. I always wanted to learn how to spin. Wouldn't that be so fun if I could spin? And Molly's like, you should do it. I'm learning that, Molly, you're an enabler, and I'm okay with that. So she's like, you should do it, and I'm like, I think I'm going to. So I picked up MJ Yarns Roving, and it was like $21, which was really not that bad, I thought, in the Joseph colorway, and it is 100% blue-faced Leicester wool. It's about 100 grams, hand wash cold, lay flat to dry. So, not too bad. Pretty much what I think you'd expect from something you're making yourself. So this is half of the braid. Look how gorgeous. Do you see this? This purple is like probably my favorite purple in the whole world. And it's just stunning. And I know basically nothing about spinning, but I just fell in love with this color. It looked like a rainbow. There were some blues that I was really, favorite color, I was really attached to. But something about this one just called to me, and I was like, maybe I should just branch out a little bit, try the rainbow. So I don't think you're supposed to do this. So don't do it. Don't do what I do. I cut it so that I could use half of it. I think you're supposed to pull it and separate it. I've done that in the, now I do that. A couple of weeks ago. Wasn't really up to that. So I don't have my first spindle that I worked on. That is down in Maryland, and it's a bunch of like cheap little rovings that I got offline. I ordered them and I got like 30 different colors, and they're all colors of the rainbow. It's really gorgeous, and I spun them all up, and I finally got them on my Nitty Naughty, which is like a plastic PVC pipe. It kind of comes in the shape of an eye, and you can like turn the handle and then wrap your yarn around it, and it makes each wrap as a yard. And that was pretty cool. And so I wet it and I soaked it and I wound it up and it's a little skein. It's adorable, but it's in my room there, and I don't have it here. So this is my second one. So don't think that this is how I started. My first one is, it's mine. it's mine. It's good. So this is my second one of Joseph, and I just adore the colors. I don't know if you can, yeah, you can. It is so pretty. And you can see like all the different little colors in there too, like truly. I'm trying to block my face. Yeah. Oh. And I actually was able to spin like opposite colors. So what I did was I like pulled off long bits and then I'd pre-draft it and then I'd spin it so that I would you know, like hold it and Kristen from Bull and Vine Yarns, I blame her completely because she was spinning on one of her podcasts, which now that I've watched probably 40 of her podcasts, I realize that she doesn't do super often. She normally just like holds it up and shows. But like this particular podcast I happened to look at, she was spinning and I was like, oh my god, that's so cool. She's so cool. I need to do this. So also an enabler, which is pretty awesome. So you just kind of like, I'm by no means an expert, but I'm having fun, and I think that's the point. So I hope to learn more. I'd probably like to take a class at some point, but for now, I'd say I'm doing okay. And I can't wait to see this skeined up. So I have this, I've done this. I think I'm gonna get a decent sized ball out of it, and I might mix it with something that's already like pre-spun, you know, like a ball that's a spun type of wool that like looks like this so that it goes, ooh, that could look cool. Okay, I just felt like the knitting broomstick there. I identify with her, and this is why. I think she did something like that earlier on the podcast. So I love that. Okay, that might happen. That might happen there. And that, my mom, so she's really good because I brought home, might have been 20 fabric swatches from like Walmart, AC Moore, and Joann Fabrics, and I just find these designs. I'm like, they're so cute. Can you make a bag? Because I can't sew yet. Between Yarngasm, Inside Number 23, between the two of them, I'm really, really wanting to learn how to sew. But my mom just made me this like cute little bag. I love the Wonder Woman fabric. The knitting broomstick held up a little ball of Wonder Woman. I was watching, I'm not sure which episode it was, but I think it was this week's, and it looks just like this print. Like it's exactly the colors. So I was really excited. I was like, I know exactly what that is. And it just like drawstrings up, and then I can keep everything in there. So that's kind of cool. I really like that. And it just keeps it kind of contained. I need to be contained. I'm like a little implosion. I just go everywhere with all the crafts. All the crafts. Let's see, what's next? Where are you? No. You. Alright, so going back to Hooked, which I'm totally hooked on. So going back to Hooked, this is the Shalimere yarn, and I think I'm saying Shalimar. I'll learn how to say that. So this is the Breathe type of yarn, and the color is Weathered, and it is merino cashmere nylon, so it's so soft. Like, it's so soft, you want to squish it all the time, but it's so soft. And this color, it's pretty true. That's pretty true to color. That's pretty true to color. I'm seeing that if I go further back, it kind of looks more true to color. So that's pretty, yeah, that's pretty true to color. And I've been working on US 7s for that. So that's kind of been going. And this is a Featherweight cardigan by Hannah Fettig, and I'm not sure if I followed the numbers exactly, but I'm following the general pattern, and I like the increases. I like the soft neck, and you guys, I've done the body. I'm so excited. I don't think I've ever knit anything. Okay, that's a lie. I've knit something this small before. I've knit a koi pond top, which I'll probably talk about in like a finished object thing. Maybe not this episode, but another one. I'll pull it out. I'm packing, so everything's packed. But this I'm so proud of. It's a little wrinkled being in the project bag, but not that bad. And you can see now, okay, so I saw the Featherweight cardigan from Bull and Vine Yarns first, because I watched like 40 episodes in like 3 days, and I was like, oh my god, that's beautiful. And I love the yarn, I love the colors. Like, I am not a beige brown I'm not a beige brown tan person. I'm a blue person. Like, that's what I gravitate towards. I'm a color person. I like couldn't handle how gorgeous her cardigan was. And then from her, she mentioned Inside Number 23. And so I go watch that podcast, and I'm like, oh my god, she's making like this Gashly Crumb colorway, which, Kristen, I tried really, really, really hard. I'm Sunkissed1217, and I wrote to you on Instagram, and I tried really hard to get your yarn at the last update, but I got cart checked. I was really sad. So I tried to put Gashly Crumb in my cart, and I tried to put that gorgeous, what was it, Glittery Witch or something? Like, I think I'm saying it wrong. It was the witch one with the blues and the purples and the glitter, and it was stunning, and I need it. Like, can I put it in pre-order? I want it really bad. So anyway, I saw hers and I was like obsessed, and then I go and I look at Katie's and I'm like, oh my god, she's making like the same one, and it's stunning. So I was like on a hunt, and so when I went into Hooked the first time, I was on a specific hunt looking for that color, because there wasn't an update coming for Bull and Vine Yarn, so I was like, nah, I need to just find it. I needed it immediately. I couldn't even handle it. But look how gorgeous that is. And I felt like this was a very Kristen color. I felt like she would have approved of this for a cardigan. Like, it's just so pretty. I love the way knitting looks. Like, how gorgeous is that? So yeah, it's been really, really good. And right now it is attached to a ball. Because I did have to buy more. So that's, look at that. It's like it's a real thing. It looks like a cardigan, like a real one. Like, so maybe the armholes are a little big. I think I overestimate how much I need at the top of my arm. Like, I can clearly see that I have a lot here. And I overestimate how much I'm going to be picking up on the sides of armholes, so I feel like this might be a little big. So my plan is to decrease down over maybe about that much, and if I could just like go down, and then I want it to come to about here, and then I'm gonna push it up like a kind of like a crinkled sleeve, but it just looks like a real cardigan, which I'm kind of pleased with. And then I'm gonna go along the neckline and pick up my stitches. I've been doing like that slip stitch edge, knitting through the back loop on the other sides, and I just love it. I just feel like I want to wear this to the first day of school, which is the 29th for the kids, but I have to be on the 22nd, and we're going to the Basilica. And how pretty would this be? What is it, the 15th? I'm not a very fast knitter. Mina from the Knitting Expat podcast, now she, oh my god, I was watching her like knitting videos, and I'm like, I'm a turtle. I knit like in slow motion. Like, this is, I've been knitting for about 5 years, and like I'm comically slow compared to her, and I'm like, oh, I really need to step up my game. So I've been trying how she does like the flick, and sure, my finger does this, like I can see how it does it, but when I actually try to like move yarn, like the yarn doesn't go anywhere, it just wiggles in the air. So think I just need to practice. I'm not really sure. So we'll see. So anyway, it's a little warm in here, as I said, heat wave, and my room is the hottest room in the house. It's also the coldest in the winter, so it's never a good temperature, really. But I love this so much, and it is really light. Like, it's a very, like, light and breathable. I feel so comfortable. I really need to nail these sleeves, or it's gonna be baggy, and I don't want that. I want it to be fitted. I'm working on a US 7 now. I'm going down to a 6, and I'm gonna try Mina's Flick, which I've noticed tightens my gauge significantly. So I think I'm going to try that, and I think between those two, the stitches will come closer together. I'm going to be decreasing, and I think that will just suck it all in. So it's a little hot. I'm going to take it off, but I love it so much. I love it so much. Kristen, thank you so much for showing yours, and then KT, and then yours, and like between the two of you, I had no chance. I was like, I need this so badly, and I just want to wear it. I just want to wear it all the time. So I love it. Oh, and in there, so I went to AC Moore the other day, and I bought the little pumpkin spice packets that you always catch when you go in the door, and they smell. So this smells like potpourri, I guess. Perhaps I should have gotten potpourri. It would not be as messy. This does let off like little pieces of dust, I guess, but they smell so good. So I've been keeping them in my project bags. I got the idea from Katie because she redid her stuff, and she said she had little lavender sachets, which I just thought were so cute. So I kind of DIY'd them, but in future I might use canvas bags, and I think I will use larger particles. But I mean, they're doing the trick, and I don't mind it. So these are my US 6s that came in the mail, and I love them. They are Chiagus, and the red lace is my favorite. Like, I just adore this. We're flying to Aruba on the honeymoon, and I want to take knitting, but not that I can't, but I'm worried about bringing metal needles because TSA probably doesn't love them going through the metal detectors or scanning, and I don't want to get held up by accident because of my knitting. Like, I'm pretty sure the new hubs will kill me. Would you? Would you though? We'll see. So I love these. I got these. I have these in wood. Actually, do I have them right here? I do. I do. So there they are in wood, and they're amazing, and I love them so much, and they're so soft, and the wood ones definitely do grip the yarn a little bit more. So I've noticed some of the nomadic yarns that I work with are a little bit tinier than I thought they would be, and so I need the wooden ones. They come in handy, but I think that's a steel cable inside, and that definitely looks like metal in the end. Kristen, Vine. No, Yarngasm. I'm gonna keep it all straight somehow. I've been watching so many. But anyway, no, Kristen, I know it's Kristen. Sorry, a little bit of a technical difficulty there. We're good. So, Kristen just went to, I want to say it was Barbados or somewhere gorgeous and tropical. And, she said that she brought wooden knitting needles. My question is, what kind? Was it these? Were you able to get these? Or did you just go for all wood? Like, did you do DPNs and they were just wood? Because I could probably suffer through DPNs for something. Not that I don't love them, but when I'm knitting, I wanted to knit socks, and when I knit socks, I like doing them 2 at a time, and to do them 2 at a time, I really like the magic loop method. So, I feel just anyone would let me know if they know how to fly with knitting. I've Googled a little bit, but I would love to learn more. So, okay, back. And hopefully this setup, I'm not doing this setup again. This is a terrible setup. I am going to definitely do something else the next time. And there will be a next time. Even if it's just me. I'll just be just be chatting over here, don't worry about me. So, knitting, flying, needles, do you know what kind? That's where I left off. Now, I have a hubs-to-be, and he doesn't normally request too much knitting. He wears everything. He'll wear anything I make him, even when it was terrible, and I love him for that. But he did request something, and he chose the color, and I chose the yarn. It is Knit Picks Mighty Stitch, and I love it, but I don't know if you can see. And no, that blows it out. Hold on. Try that again. Okay, so you might be able to see. There's a halo. There's a halo on this yarn. It definitely like fuzzes. I don't know what to do about that. Does that stop when you're blocking? I've heard put it in the freezer. Do you wet it and then put it in the freezer? Like, I don't know. So, if anyone knows how to stop the fuzzing or at least decrease the fuzzing, I'd rather that he not be too fuzzy. That's the goal. So I'm about halfway through a row here, but I'm gonna hold it up. I actually think it holds the front better right now, so that's fine. I'm not too far, but for, I think it's only been 2 days. For 2 days, that's not too bad. And I don't mean like 2 straight days. I mean like I worked on and off of it for 2 days, and then I put it down for a while. And now I'm at the button bands, and Patrick, how far apart do you want the buttons? You said you would measure. Now is the time. I'm paused. I can't knit this until you tell me, because I need to do the first buttonhole. And what side do the guy's buttons go on? Is that the left and the hole would be on the right? Or is that girls? No, I'm pretty sure that's girls. So are guys the opposite? Did they put left over right? Pat, you should answer that. So anyway, yep. And then the stitch markers I made myself. This one is in honor of Patrick because he is obsessed with Hercules. He loves Hercules so much. And so this is Pegasus, which I love. I don't know if you can like, oh, I gotta get a better setup with the camera. And then over here is a cute little seahorse, which I adore. Oh, terrible lighting. So much terrible lighting. So sorry. So I love the seahorse. So they make me smile every time I see them. I mean, they're kind of like, it's like an air horse and a seahorse. There wasn't much thought that went into that, but I'm going for it. But that has been living in one of my mom's little bags. It has paw prints on it because we were getting a puppy. She is a special puppy. She is a Warrior Canine Connection dog, and we are puppy parents. So we're training her for 2 years, and then she will go and live with a veteran and help them day to day with whatever they need. And she's just really special. And her name is T. And if you want to see the pictures of her on Instagram, her hashtag is TEEWCC. So it's Warrior Canine Connection. And we got her at like 12 weeks, and she is now like 15 weeks, maybe? Going on 16, I think 16 weeks now. And she's still a nugget. She's still tiny. She's still teething. She's so sweet though. She will be on this podcast, so if you just want to watch for the dog, like, I'll try to put her in the picture in the front so that you know that she's in the episodes. I will podcast her. I will take pictures because she is just the cutest, and everybody who meets her is just like, they just squee. Like, we go to Dogfish Head Brewery and the waitresses are all like, "Whoa, puppy," which is what I do too. So I mean, like, I can't say anything. I'm not saying anything. It's amazing. I love it. I love sharing her. I love watching her, and it's just awesome. So I was watching a few podcasts today. Legacy Knits, for one. Knitting Broomstick, 2. Inside number 23. 3. I think that was everyone today. And they have all been working on their Cozy Memories blanket. So I got the idea. I was like, I have to try. So here's a few of mine. These are Felicis from my Doctor Who socks. They're the same thing. I noticed that I have the same square as from Hey Sister podcast. She held up her blanket. We have the same square. I gotta check her name again. Too many names. I'm bad at names. I'm really bad at names. I'm getting podcasts and I'd recognize your face immediately. Like I would come up and hug you in like a supermarket for no reason. Well, there would be a reason. You wouldn't know it for the first 3 seconds of the hug, but then I would tell you. This one is Nitpicks, and this is special because I am helping my 6th grader, now 7th, Alyssa. Hi, Alyssa. I am helping her knit a tank top that she is basically pattern writing herself. She's like telling me what she wants and we're working through it, and it's turning out really cute, and hopefully at some point I'll be able to share her work with you because she's so special for, oh my god, like her age, and she's doing so well, like amazing. This one's my Serious colorway from Nomadic Yarns. This one is the Molly Weasley, which is just adorable, and my friend Molly was like, you should knit that one. Well, Molly, I did. Here's one of my Progress Keepers. It's a mermaid, but not just any mermaid. It's like a mermaid from the Goblet of Fire. Yes, Katie, I am also a huge Harry Potter nerd, and the girl from Knitting Broomstick was talking about today, and I was like, what? It was her Slytherinity episode, and I was like, I was laughing at her. This one's McGonagall, which I just, this color is perfect for McGonagall, and it's actually on a Stellina base. It's really hard to see the Stellina on camera, but hello, Mom.
Hi.
Mom came in, so she just wanted to show me a crochet shawl that she is working on right now, and she's brand new to shawls themselves, but not brand new to crochet. So she's been doing pretty good. So here's her shawl.
Here's my
See?
shawl.
Like, look how good that looks. I love this. I love the middle. It just looks like a butterfly.
Good luck.
Yeah.
Bye.
I told them you would watch it. I was like, one person will watch it. Hi, Mom. There's Mom. So yes, so where were we? McGonagall. And then row 2. This is the sweater I just showed you. And this is socks that I worked on. These were Trina socks. They were like a Halloween colorway, and it's so her. This one I just got, and it's called Sanderson Sisters, and it's stunning. Oh, it's stunning. I love it so much. I can't wait to knit socks with it. I want to do a different heel and toe, I think, and I was going to do it in, I have this like Raven colorway. Actually, I have this. But now that I see them next to each other, I don't think I'd love it in a sock. Like, I don't mind it in a blanket, but I don't think I want it in the sock. So then I was thinking the gray, which is actually, yeah, that's more accurate. So the gray, which is an option. I swear I have some Knit Picks black floating around. I know I have some nugget balls. I just haven't figured out which drawer I stuffed them in. So I was looking at that, and then I actually pulled out a purple colorway of a kettle dye from Knit Picks in the sock yarn, in the Hawthorne sock yarn, and that looked pretty snazzy. So I was thinking a purple. It's not quite this purple. It's a deeper purple, but it's really pretty. This is Raven. This was one of my first pairs of socks, so it was really, really cool. And my Gryffindor, which, by the way, I am a Gryffindor. I was sorted into Gryffindor, and Trina, you're a Gryffindor too, because you got sorted. And Patrick's a Ravenclaw, as well as Molly. Ravenclaw I don't have my Ravenclaw yarn. That'll be another episode. I'm gonna have to write down everything I said was gonna be another episode because I think I'm already rambling a lot. So anyway, this is my Cozy Memories blanket, and I'm really, it's only been a couple of days, but I'm really pleased with how much I got done. The rest of these are designated for Slytherin, Hufflepuff, and Ravenclaw. And then this one's gonna be Potions Master, which I have right here. So, right? Like, it's got that little bit of lime, a little bit of greens and blacks. I thought those two squares would play nicely together. So, we're gonna try that. And then I have a Bewitched Spark sock. It's cashmere from Sweet Georgia Yarns, and I got it in Rockville at Wool Winders. Hi guys. And they're super sweet there. They're just the best when they're actually selling. They're selling their place, and I'm like crying on the inside because it's so close. It's like a 5-minute drive, like a 15-minute walk from my apartment, and no one's bought it yet. So if you are thinking of buying a yarn place and you live near Rockville, and you should get in touch with Wool Winders because that's a gorgeous little shop there, and it's right in the middle of King Farm Boulevard and everything. It's so cute. So this has been living in my adorable project bag, and I'll put the person here because I want to say it's Pearl and Plum Studio, and it's a TARDIS. So yes, I'm a Whovian, but I'm also an art teacher, so the Van Gogh resonates with me as well. And this gorgeous bag has like a gray lining and some interfacing, so it kind of stands up by itself and it folds, and I just adore it. She does gorgeous work. I've ordered 2 of her bags. I have the same llama print as the Hey Sister girls, and it's just awesome. I love it so much. I do. So that is where that lives, and I don't think it's gonna live there for very long because I have been absolutely obsessed with it. So I've been working on it and working on it and working on it, and I'm like, you know what? Like, I'm looking at this and I probably could have knit a pair of socks by now. Maybe for me, maybe not for Pat, but maybe for me. So yeah. This, I have some nuggets that are going in. This one is my Koi Pond colorway from Knit Picks, and this was what I did my tank top in, so that was special. This one I think I'm going to put in my Franken socks because this is what I had left over from the Gryffindor, and you know I'm making the mitts, so I might save it for the mittens in case I need something extra, or I might just switch like to a gold at the end of the mittens. Do some color work, like some Fair Isle to go back and forth and have it fade to the gold, and that's how I would solve that problem. And then so I'm a huge Gilmore Girls fan, and Simply Love Made on Instagram posted these colors, and I am going to participate in the Knitting Broomstick and the Geeky Girls podcast Cal for Gilmore Girls. I haven't even started, so I'm good. I have until the 30th of September. I'm going to work all 4 of these into the blanket. Renaissance Wedding, Bit a Basket, Dance-a-thon, and Festival of Living Art. This one is Festival of Living Art, and it's really pretty. Really pretty. And they're so tiny. Like, I don't know, when I saw like mini skeins, I thought that they were gonna be like mini skeins, you know, like you see, I don't know, I see these in the store, they're like this size, so I was like, they're so tiny. So I hope it's enough. I measured them, they're about 10 to 12 grams each. That seems like it's going to be enough to knit into the blanket. The Potions Master is only 8 grams, and I've heard that 5 is enough, so if you know, let me know, because I'd rather know. And just, I have a big ball of that at home. I wound off a little bit, and then I gave some to a friend, so I hope I left myself enough to do up here. If I didn't, then yeah. So then this is a Patton's Croy rainbow colorway. This was my first pair of sock yarn socks, and I really like them. They are not as soft as I thought they were going to be. Like, they're not as soft as these, but they're sturdy. They're sturdy, and they're cute, and they're rainbow, and they're mine. So I was really proud of that. So that's just kind of a little like bag of love right there, and I hope to kind of collect more memories and put them in. I did order. I found an opal kit that had released all these Harry Potter colorways, and they had like a bunch of minis that they were releasing for a limited time, like they had found it or something in a back room. So I ordered it, and it's on its way, and I'm really excited. So today at Charming Charlie, where did I put my coffee? It's over there. Alright, today at Charming Charlie, I got this bag. It says, "Hello, beautiful," and it just reminded me of, like, happiness. It's got hot pink center. Like, how fantastic is that? Oh my god, I love it. So I emptied it because I have a birthday gift in here. And what I'm going to try to do is I'm going to try to type the colorway up on the screen so that you can read it. But the fiance, whose birthday is coming up on the 4th, can't see it. So Patrick, you need to be really good right now and just look away or put the phone aside until I tell you it's safe. Because it won't take long, I promise. I'll keep this really, really fast. Alright, so this is the color that I'm working on. And it's just stunning, and it makes me really happy every time like I see each little bit come through, and it's just gorgeous. And I just started these this afternoon, and I worked on them for maybe an hour, which I always think I don't get a lot done, and if I could knit like Mina, I would, but I get done all right. I get done enough, and I'm making two at it, you know, and so it just is. So I put this little progress keeper on it, and I love it so much, and I love seeing the fabric through it, and it's just so pretty. You can just see that, oh, those colors, so pretty. And I've been checking it like this, and it looks good. So that's been today, and I wanted to podcast right now because I'd love it if you could just see it go. Like wouldn't that be? Wouldn't it though? So beautiful. And I'm gonna do an opposite here. I'm thinking that I'm gonna do that color for this part. And I think that would be really, really good. Okay, Patrick, it's safe. I'm not going to pick it up again, even though I'm, like, so in love with it. And then my last little bit has been some stash enhancement. And by stash enhancement, I mean I was stash diving / cleaning / packing. And I have a lot of stash diving that I can do. Patrick knows this, and he's helping me build, like, a little yarn fortress. Kristen, when I saw yours, I was like, I stopped it. And I sent it to Pat, and I was like, this is it. This is what's happening. Just accept it and move on. Like, this is happening. I'm in love with it. It's stunning. And we have a 1-bedroom apartment, and it has a living room. Nice big living room. Nice size bathroom. Walk-through closet. Very pretty. Not really a space for a full yarn fortress or office yet. But one day I'd like that, and I think he'd like to give me that room just so that I would stay out of everywhere else. I told you I just explode everywhere. So I found this, and this is Daffodil from the Tosh Vintage, and it's 100% superwash merino wool, and it is about 200 yards, and it's gorgeous in the Daffodil colorway. Oh, and that is actually That's pretty true to color. It's getting blown out a little bit, but not much. It is quite bright and quite gorgeous. It's like a mustard, and it is soft. So I'm thinking that this should be a shawl, like one that you would wrap like a scarf around your neck, because it's so soft. And I only have one ball of it, and it's only 200 yards, and I don't know how much that's actually going to get me. So this is going to be a Ravelry dig so that I can find it. Again, I am Knit Monster 1217 on Ravelry. Sorry, I just got a call from David's Bridal. I'm getting my fitting done tomorrow, and she just wanted to confirm, so still good. So that's really, really exciting. So anyway, so those are living in this project bag, which I love so much, and I'm gonna try my very first editing. So we will see how that goes. I've done some slideshows in the past, but not much, so we shall see. Yeah, this whole thing, it's just not, it's not happening. It's so bad. Okay, so I think I mentioned everything. The thank yous, all the podcasts, what I've been making, all of that. And I just want to say thank you to Katie from Inside Number 23 for being so supportive to people that she like doesn't even know, or like opening herself up and talking about like all that kind of stuff. Like, I love hearing about her knitting, and her sweater that she's doing right now is gorgeous. But I'm doing this because my friends said that I could, and primarily because she was like, I didn't for so long, and I don't know why. I just wanted to, and I'm like, why not? I can talk. Vine was, Yarngasm was my first podcast, and I sat there and watched like 7 episodes in a row, and I felt like I went back to her older episodes, and I felt like the newer ones, she just looks so her. Like, I feel like she really came into her own in podcasting, and this is a rough start for me. It's now 8:30 and it's kind of dark, and I'm relying completely on inside lighting, which I'm sure all of you know is the worst. Hey Sister podcast, I do. I check every single day if you've posted. Like, when do you post? Am I missing it? Like, is it soon? I want to say. So yeah, I've been obsessed. I love them. They make me laugh. They're so funny. I feel like so much camaraderie with them already. Legacy Knits, I've just started, but I did teach my mom how to knit, and I taught my mom how to crochet, so I just thought it was funny because, like, it's a mother-daughter team, and they're so sweet, and they're so funny, and they're so talented. I was looking at this Afghan that Sue was making, and oh my gosh, gorgeous. And they're just so sweet. And then the Knitting Broomstick, I watched my first episode today, so I'm brand new to that, but I watched her Slytherinity, and I clicked it because it had a Harry Potter thing, and I was like, ooh, does she like Harry Potter? And she does, and so I really, really enjoyed listening to her. I felt that we have about the same attention span, and she is just, these are my people, guys. Like, you are my people. This crafty, fibery community, this is it. Like, I watch Mina, and I look at all the things she makes, and I'm just like, oh my gosh, I have so much to learn, and it's exciting. It's exciting to realize that you are a newbie and that you don't know everything yet, and that's really exciting, I think. But anyway, so it's been wonderful hanging out with you guys. I hope that this goes up in one piece. I hope that it's okay. I'm so sorry for all the cuts with the phone falling down and the phone ringing, and it's a whirlwind, and I appreciate if you stuck through all of this. I do have off on Wednesdays and Fridays, so I am hoping to record Wednesdays, and if I can, I'll post it that day, and if not, I'll post it on Friday when I'm off. So that's my schedule that I am hoping to stick to. I don't know how much knitting I'll get done each week, but I know my friends probably wouldn't mind seeing me. I hope. Somebody's out there, right? Anyway, so yeah, I'm really I'm really, really excited to start this. So this was however long with Bad Wolf Girl Sits and Knits. Thank you for stopping by. I hope that I will get this up this week, and then I will see you again next week. Bye!